This can either go really well or really bad. Can't do this. What's good, everybody? It's your main girl Mel, and we're doing a hairstyle today. Yes, this is done on my bob, but it can be done on any hair length, and that style is finger waves, but not any finger waves. I want to take the classic 1920s style and make it modern day, because we're in 2020, baby. 2023, almost 4, basically 30. Okay, anyways, I'm actually going to be testing out some different techniques to achieve this look, because what I'm looking to avoid is the really crunchy, flat, wet looking waves, and what I would like to achieve are these soft waves with voluminous ridges that isn't too flat to my head. It overall looks really glam, and hopefully, if I love it, I'm going to wear this style to my sister's wedding as the maid of honor. So this is my bridal trial, and if you want to see if I end up wearing this look, stay tuned to the end and I'll sneak in some photos from the wedding. Without further ado, let's get into it. So for reference, this is my inspiration. Like, that is just exactly how I want my waves to look. So I picked up these finger wave clamps, as well as these large wave comb clips. I think I'm going to be using a combination of the two, especially these in the back of my head, because I'm actually going to sleep in this style and taking it out in the morning, because that's how I would be doing my hair for the day of the wedding. So we'll see how comfortable that is, and I will still give you some tips on how we can fully dry and set it. But before all that, we have to wet it. So I'm gonna go wash my hair, and I'll be right back. All right, so besides tools for products, I'm gonna be using a lot of the Aveda products today, because actually that's where I learned to do finger waves when I was at the Aveda Institute. Those are the products that I would use, which is quite fitting because this hairstyle is definitely taking me back to beauty school, even though I'll actually be using some new school Aveda products for a few different reasons. One, yes, I am an ambassador of theirs and I am working with them on this video. Thank you, Aveda. But also, there are very few products that I allow to go on my scalp, and the Aveda products are the few. So I actually started this routine with washing with these Scalp Solutions balancing shampoo. I actually just finished the shampoo, so I used that to start, and then I went in with the replenishing conditioner. I just want to say, this is completely irrelevant, but this is in fact one of the best detangling conditioners I have ever used. It's not meant for that. It hydrates, it conditions, but there are very, very few products that actually melt into my hair and detangle all tangles within seconds, like this does. I love her. I still have more conditioner. I always run out of shampoo before conditioner because I shampoo twice. Now, rant over. I'm going to go ahead and prep my hair. I'm going to go in with just a little bit of leave-in conditioner because my hair is color treated and dry. I'm going to use the nutriplenish leave-in conditioner, just a light spritz all over my hair, especially since I am going for a softer look. If you were going for that rock hard look, you know, maybe you just want to skip right to gel. But I won't be using gel in this routine. I am going to be using a foam too, because the one I was planning to use, I obviously planned poorly because I barely have any of this left. So I don't think I have enough for the full style. That's okay. I actually think this one might work better considering I want volume in my waves. This is the Invati Advanced Thickening Foam for instant fullness and all day volume. Sounds about right. And I'll use whatever is left of my nutriplenish styling treatment foam. Not a bad yield, but not enough. When it comes to these styles, you really need to mold the hair, okay? We're gonna be doing a lot of brushing, a lot of shaping with the hair, and so it is beneficial to have a good heavy amount of product in your hair. For a little bit more context, my texture is fine to medium. It is pretty soft, and I am working with my natural wave pattern in my hair. So, you know, if you have naturally wavy and curly hair, this is very easy to achieve. Now, if your hair is more straight or even coily, because we're using these clips, it is also going to make things a lot easier because it'll really help hold things in place. But you definitely want to make sure that you're using a good amount of product and really saturating your hair. What can I get out of you? What is left? Going through multiple empties here. Excuse me, I need a refill. I also forgot to mention that we are going to need a comb like so. Something with fine teeth. That's just another important tool. Besides that, these are finger waves after all, so get ready to finger. So we're going to establish our hair part. It is beneficial if you work with your natural parting, especially because if you have wavy or curly hair like I do, it is in your best interest to work with your natural wave pattern. It makes this a lot easier. So I'm going to brush back and then bump forward. And now I'm going to pick through I'm looking at the root to see where my hair, where the waves are kind of forming together. And that looks like a really natural part for me. And I also like that it is a little bit more deep. See how clean that line is? Perfect. Section-wise, I want to make sure that there is a good amount of volume in the back. So at the highest point of my head, I'm going to comb that backwards. I'm gonna try switching to a comb because I'm at the ear now and it's just, things are weird now. Now I think for back here, I'm just going to let the natural curl do its thing. These long flat clips are also very good, also very helpful, more helpful than me right now. I need help right now. Finger waves will humble you, but practice makes perfect, and that's why I'm doing this now before the wedding, but I should have done this more than just a week before the wedding. All right, now the back is none of my business, so I'm gonna go. And now we're ready for the drying phase. This can either go really well or really bad. But there's only one way to find out. Take a satin hair scarf. I'm gonna tie it over the top. This is gonna prevent any flyaways from flying away. I can't remember which way this goes, but I'm gonna snap in a sec. And I'm just gonna put it onto my DYSON AIRWRAP. It doesn't fit on my supersonic, but if you don't have one of these soft hooded dryers or a regular hooded dryer, you could also hover diffuse with your diffuser around your head, or even just air dry. I'm gonna dry until my head no longer feels cold and then go to bed. We'll see how long that takes. Luckily, I didn't use any heavy products that are gonna take a long time to dry. A foam should set pretty fast. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. I'm tired. It's almost 1 a.m. So I'm going to remove and go snooze. I think I'm gonna add one more layer protection over this. Okay, and phase 1 done. Phase 2 is where we will fluff, wish me luck, and a restful sleep. Good morning. I put some glam on so I could actually see what this is going to look like. Hopefully it'll make things a little bit better. But let's first talk about the sleep quality. I wanna give it wasn't too bad. I slept. I was also very anxious to wake up. Like, my dreams consisted of me and these finger waves taking them out. Like, I was anticipating taking them out. So now that we're here, I give it a 6, but I actually haven't checked my Aura app this morning. So let's see what my ring qualified my sleep as. It's giving, she's loading, and the sleep score is giving 69. So, well, there's that. That could either be a good sign or a horrible sign. I'm also not entirely sure if this is fully dry. Why do I love this so much? Like, I want to go out like this. Amanda, what do you think? I'm done.
Oh my god, it's actually a vibe.
It looks so glam. Like, I've never felt so glam in my life.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Okay, but that's the only thing that looks good. Everything else is a fucking certified jump scare. I think I'm gonna have to do another trial. I'm literally gonna have to do this again. But let's see. What does the back look like?
It's good. It looks decent. It's just here.
It's the bottom.
Yeah,
it's underneath. Yeah, because I was scrunching a bunch of these up, and then I barely had anything at the end.
Yeah.
On my ends, but then I did a couple pin curls that are just honestly hiding underneath. So let's just wet the bottom.
It's just the bottom that looks bad.
Bad?
The rest of it looks
I know, it
good.
does look bad. Let's do this. Now, I want to use a product that I have had in my stash for a very long time. You could also just use an oil, but a pomade is really going to give that like slick look. It's also going to help block out humidity. So this is the Invati Brilliant Anti-Humectant Pomade. I'm going to melt some of that in my hands and basically give my hair a shoe shine. Okay, and this is the finished look of trial 1. I am going to try this again. I will be trying this again, probably tonight.
Oh my god, Melissa, that's aggressive.
I will do it every night up until the wedding, 7 days away, if I have to. I need to perfect this look, if that's what I want. Or do I just do my natural curls? Is this what I want? Well, I want it to look good.
What would you do differently next time?
I definitely think I need to use more of these clips because I love seeing these ridges. Like, that's what I wanted. But it didn't feel right to put them on this side. I was worried because I definitely want like a sleek side to tuck behind the ear. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do this side right here. But I think I need to incorporate these in the back. I don't even know how that looks, so let me know. Is it scary? It is Halloween weekend, so it could be a little scary. All right, and our journey begins on soaking wet hair. I freshly washed. It's best to start with clean hair with this process, even though we're about to add a lot of product. I also added some product to my face. Okay, I put some extra makeup on because quite frankly, my head's gonna look wet as a dog for quite some time. And that's a humbling experience that I'm not quite ready for. Or you can also use a foam or a mousse. Now those products can result in the hair looking very crunchy. And again, I want to modernize this. I want it to look a little bit softer. So what I'm gonna do to make sure that it's not too crunchy is use cream underneath. I already started with the nutriplenish leave-in conditioner. And now I'm gonna use, this is the Botanical Repair Bond Building Styling Cream. And I don't need a lot of it. I'm just gonna take that amount. And I'm also gonna mostly focus this on my ends and work my way up a little bit. And that is actually where I'm going to begin. Now, take this as a grain of salt. I've never done this technique. I've never seen this technique been done, but I think this is gonna give me the result that I want. Before I actually start waving the top of my head, I'm gonna section away all the hair from above my ears, and I'm going to style my natural curls in the underneath section. I'm gonna take a little bit of gel. This is the nutriplenish Curl Gelee. This gives high shine with like a medium hold that I can scrunch out afterwards, but it's still gonna help me define my curls and give me the control that I want. So I'm just gonna kind of rake and squeeze and pull down a little bit. I'm just kind of raking and squeezing here. Pulling down at the root. This is gonna keep the root a little bit waved, but still give me my ringlets on the bottom. Now I wanna keep that hair out of the way, so I'm gonna use some clips here. That way I know not to disturb this section once we start waving. Are you ready? This is the hard part. It could be all downhill from here. Make sure the hair is evenly saturated with water. It needs to be easily pliable. And now I'm ready to saturate it with my setting lotion, aka my gel. You can already see the high shine that this gel adds. And now I'm combing the hair out and I'm taking a look at where the hair is naturally wanting to wave. I want to keep my comb parallel to my part, and I'm going to comb, place my finger, gently nudge forward, and I'm going to try taking one of these aluminum finger wave clips and clip the ridge. That's going to really help to lock everything in place as I go in and continue combing. Start with the wide tooth side of my comb. Can't do this. Not going well. So now that I've set the underneath layers, it's easier to focus on just this amount of hair. The more hair you're dealing with, the harder. So one section at a time. I'm going to start playing around with the hair, combing it slightly back and then pushing it forward, seeing what that does. Then do the opposite, you know, push it forward, try to style it back. And what I can see is my hair likes to grow kind of up and out. So that's what I'm going to work with. I'm going to start my section off with my comb parallel to my part, and I'm brushing the hair flat. Press my finger down. I'm using my longest finger because I want to get as big of a wave as possible, as far back as possible. So I comb, finger, and then the wave comes with the push. So I'm going to gently push with my comb forward. I've got these, which I got on Amazon. See how they're rounded, like the shape of the head? They make it easier to take a big section. plus it holds in place. So now right in this ridge, I'm going to use one of these aluminum wave clips, and that's going to keep that really defined. This is not going well. It's not looking good. Not looking good for me. My upper lip is sweating. I'm using the spine of the comb here. What will this actually look like? Stay tuned to find out. Moving on. I can't hyperfixate on that side anymore. I don't know, man. It's over. Now I'm going to switch up the strategy in the back because I want some volume. So I'm going to style it with my Denman brush in sections. And now it's about letting the hair dry. If I had a hooded dryer, I would sit under that. Or I can just use my diffuser. Okay, the hair is majority dry. So now I'm going to try to go to bed and then we'll fluff it out, reveal it in the morning. And I'll let you know how it goes. Good morning. I haven't put any makeup on. I put brows on. But besides that, we're gonna save the glam. It is the moment of truth. I should say okay morning. Sleep, I would rate it like a 6.5 out of 10. I wasn't too uncomfortable, but obviously not the most comfortable. And gently, okay. That's actually looking pretty promising. I was gonna put makeup on for the reveal, but let me spin around. Let's just go ahead and remove all the clips. These are the ones I'm most excited for. Let's see. Okay. You can see some of the teeth marks from the clips in my hair, but I'm going to take some hair oil. This is the Nutriplenish multi-use hair oil. I'm just going to, oh yeah. Oh, I forgot there's a clip in the back. Oh God. You have to let me know how this one looks because I can't see. Is it weird? Oh, it feels really crimped, but let's just keep smoothing. Wow, this face frame actually eats. It's pretty perfect. And oh my God, I think this looks good. Really, nothing looks good until there's some makeup on. So let me do some of that and we'll come back for the finished look. Okay, now it's really coming together with some makeup. And I just took a little bit more oil and I'm almost like finger combing these curls, like really fluffing them out to give, again, a little bit more of that relaxedness. I don't think relaxedness is a word, but I feel like this is how I'm modernizing the look by giving it like a little bit of a more organic feel under here. I like this volume here. Like I still want to see the graduation in my haircut, the little stackaroo. And now that I've softened the wave out even more, I really love it. Honestly, I feel so pretty. I feel so glam. My face is on display. You know, sometimes with curls, they can really overpower your whole look. But I feel like I'm getting the best of both worlds like this. Like, it looks done. Question is, will I do this on the day of the wedding? Remember that your natural curls are always good enough to wear to an event. And if you do want to switch things up, you don't have to use heat. But I do advise that you practice this. I'm glad that I tried this out twice. Hopefully third is the charm and I'll have my look together for the wedding day. So I'm back with another trial. I'm barefaced and I'm going to be doing my natural curls. So I feel like this is more fitting. Also, I wasn't going to put makeup on to do this. Deal with it. Lucky for me, this is naturally going to be the easiest trial that I do because I'm basically doing my tried and true routine using these products. So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But still using some of the techniques that I was trying. So I am sectioning my hair still. I want the whole back to be going back. So I have, you know, a lot of volume in my crown. And I'm going in, starting at the bottom with my gelee. And I am, you know, just defining my curls. I'm using the Denman brush to define my curls because this is going to help to give me a lot of definition and control the volume. I definitely don't want a volume look. Regardless, I want my hair to look somewhat sleek, somewhat controlled, and so I'm getting the best of both worlds here. So I'm styling as I usually do with my ribbon curls technique, styling all of the underneath, styled the back, going back, and then on my heavy part side, I took diagonals until I reached the top front of my bang. What's important here is after smoothing the hair, I did go in with some clips, so I still held and set that shape in place, almost giving a finger wave, but not quite. I mean, really, none of this is quite right. Heavy on the trial to modernize these techniques. Well, that was definitely the fastest to do. Now I diffuse while watching videos on my phone. I did go to sleep with this, so next day, this is what the hair was looking like. I removed all of the clips and did some light fluffing. And I guess when they say third time's a charm, they really mean it. I get why people stick to what they know, okay? This has taken a turn from what I originally expected. I really wanted to glam up the curls in some fun, different way, but these things can't be tamed, and they just look so fire. I do think I need to add a little bit of like a hair accessory, which is unfortunate because I didn't plan for that. And this is just something that I have, which I don't think I'm gonna wear. I am simply unprepared. This is one of those things where it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I can't help it. I can't help but do my natural curls. The cut already is the style. I think I just need to add a little extra volume over here and right here. Well, I think I found my routine. After 3 times, natural curls are the charm. They do just have that charm. And charm they did on the wedding day. Thank you for coming along this journey with me. I hope you enjoyed this styling video and you enjoyed this little montage. I want to thank you for watching, as well as thank Beta for partnering with me on today's video. I'll have product links in the description box below, and you can just enjoy the rest of this video. Yes, that is me trying to sew. Okay, bye.